Alexander Volkanovski reclaims the throne coming into UFC 314. The featherweight GOAT had his legacy questioned after back-to-back knockout losses, with many wondering if his chin could still hold up or if the game had finally caught up to him. But when the cage door shut, Volk put all those doubts to rest. Right from the opening bell, Volkanovski came out aggressive, walking Lopez down and letting his hands go. It was a competitive fight, with Lopez having his moments, most notably dropping Volk in the second round and landing several clean power shots across all 5 rounds. But Volk was in control for most of the bout, dictating the pace, mixing in brutal combinations, and rocking Lopez on multiple occasions. By the time the final horn sounded, it was clear Volk had done enough. The judges agreed, awarding him a unanimous decision victory, and with it, the featherweight crown once again. Volk is looking to get back in there as soon as possible. 2 possible opponents were proposed to him: Yair Rodriguez.
Obviously, you've got guys like Mosva, who's undefeated. I'd love to take that 0, you know what I mean? Like, we've got to see what the UFC say. I heard, I've seen him trying to get other fights. I don't know, is that right? Like,
there was rumors that he was going to fight Pete.
But I even seen him tweeting that he wants to fight someone in May and doing all this sort of stuff. So maybe he's had the chats and they want him to have one more fight. I don't know. So I don't know that situation, but I'll see how things are. I'd love to say, I told you I want to get straight back in there. I still do, but I'm going to have to maybe look at a couple of things.
Yair seems to think you would go to Mexico to fight him in that big Guadalajara show in September. Is it deal?
September. I mean, if everything's good, I'd probably like to go soon, quicker than that, to be honest. That's probably the second fight. So maybe it can be, if I'm good, maybe I get the fight, maybe July. Mosva, you know what I mean? Like, you take if they want to do that, if they want to quickly go and I feel good, maybe quick turnaround with Mosva if I don't have busted hands. We'll see.
Paddy Pimblett silenced many doubters with a statement win over Michael Chandler, marking the biggest victory of his career so far. Chandler came out strong in the opening round, using his experience and explosiveness to close the distance score. A takedown and control Pimblett for the majority of the frame. But even in that round, Pimblett started to shift momentum in the final moments, getting back to his feet and pressing the action with sharp combinations. From round 2 onward, it was all Paddy. He lit Chandler up on the feet, picked his shots wisely, and showed his underrated grappling by taking Chandler's back and punishing him with slicing elbows. Chandler had no answers once Pimblett found his rhythm. Round 3 sealed the deal. Paddy hurt him badly, took him down, and unleashed a relentless ground-and-pound assault that left the referee no choice but to wave it off. It was a dominant, one-sided finish to a fight many expected to be his toughest test to date.
People keep counting him out, but he keeps looking better and better and better every time he shows up. Paddy Pimblett showed tonight that he is the real deal. Beating Michael Chandler and beating him the way that he did, I don't know how you can doubt the kid anymore.
It would seem likely that next fight out he's going to get a big name opponent, right? And probably that would be the one that put him into title contention.
Tonight was a pretty big name opponent too. But yeah, he's in that spot now where he's going to be fighting top guys. Yeah.
After the event, Paddy got into an altercation with the one and only Colby Covington.
Bro, you fight scrub. You guys are 2 and 6.
I'll come and slap you, and you'll win. I'll come and slap you. Zip your shit up, you little
You're a bum. You guys are 2 and 6. Remember that. Remember that. You're a scrub. You're a
Lad, what are you on a 3-fight losing streak?
You did project so quick.
Hey. Keep putting your act on your.
Dana White didn't mince words when addressing the controversial officiating at UFC 314. One moment that stirred up the most outrage was Dan Ig's finish over Sean Woodson, a stoppage many fans and fighters felt came way too early, and Dana seemed to agree. He slammed several of the night's calls, calling the refereeing atrocious and expressing frustration with the lack of consistency in how fights are stopped. Dana's always been vocal when it comes to bad officiating, and this time he seemed especially fed up.
There was a couple strange stoppages on the prelims for two different reasons. Obviously, the Dan Ige, Sean Woodson, and then the Darren Elkins, Julian Erosa fight. I'm curious if you saw those two.
I didn't see that one. I saw the end when they were, when Elkins was getting up and they were. My room was madness tonight, but I agreed that the Ige fight was stopped too soon. I thought the judging was atrocious tonight. I'll just leave it at that. It was atrocious.
Paddy Pimblett is turning up the heat in the lightweight division. After Ilia Topuria recently expressed interest in a future showdown, Paddy wasted no time firing back, saying he would gladly welcome the former featherweight champ to 155 and show him what the lightweight division is all about. And with Paddy potentially just one win away from a title shot, the timing could not be juicier. But Paddy was not done there. He also took a dig at Arman Tsarukyan, with whom he has had a simmering rivalry. The two have thrown shots at each other for years, and Paddy continues to slander Arman, mocking him for pulling out of a championship fight. This beef with Arman goes way back. The two have traded jabs on social media, with Arman often mocking Paddy's skill level, while Paddy claps back, questioning Arman's star power. But now that both are circling the title picture, that rivalry is starting to feel inevitable. The lightweight division just got even hotter.
Yeah, that's another name, but let's see if he ends up taking the fight, because we all know what Arman's like. He'll shit his undies the night before and pull out, and I can't be dealing with opponents like that, you know what I mean? I want people who know will turn up, like Michael Chandler, because he turns up, and even though he knew, I think after the first round he knew I was going to beat him, he still come out and tried to finish me, but he couldn't, you know what I mean? Just like nobody in this lightweight division can, none of yous. I'm going to kill every one of yous.
Do you think you've got Ilia Topuria's attention?
I should have Ilia's attention, shouldn't I? El Chirito, you know what I mean?
You got a message for him?
I think now he should know I'm the real deal, you know what I mean? People still underestimate me, but I beat rank 15, got in the rankings, just beat rank 7. Now I'm rank 7 in the rankings, 7 fight win streak in the UFC, rank 7. Give me anyone. Ilia, I said I should be the one to welcome you to 155. We can do it now, buddy.